can still hear the haunting melody echoing in the depths of my mind, the eerie tune that lured me into the heart of the forgotten woods. It was a chilling autumn evening when curiosity got the better of me, drawing me towards the tale that the villagers spoke of only in hushed whispers. They warned of a malevolent presence lurking in those woods, a presence that fed on the souls of the lost. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with shades of orange and red, I ventured into the woods armed with nothing but a lantern and a heart heavy with both apprehension and fascination. The crunch of leaves beneath my boots seemed to echo louder than usual, a reminder that I was truly alone in this desolate place. The trees stood tall and twisted, their branches clawing at the heavens like skeletal fingers. I could feel their gaze upon me, as if the forest itself were watching, waiting for me to make a wrong move. The air grew colder with each step, and an unnatural stillness settled over the woods, broken only by the occasional hoot of an owl. My heart quickened as I stumbled upon a clearing, the moonlight casting an ethereal glow upon a weathered stone pedestal at its center. Resting upon the pedestal was a weathered, ornate flute, the source of the haunting melody that had drawn me here. It seemed to beckon me, to plead with me to release its melancholic song once more. As I reached out to touch the flute, a sudden gust of wind rustled the trees, and the shadows around me seemed to dance in sinister delight. Hesitation tugged at my mind, but the allure of the unknown was too great to resist. With trembling fingers, I brought the flute to my lips and began to play. The melody that escaped the flute was haunting and beautiful, a mournful lament that spoke of forgotten sorrows and ancient regrets. It resonated with something deep within me, a yearning for truths long buried. But as the last notes of the melody faded into the night, I became acutely aware of a presence surrounding me. I turned, my lantern's feeble light revealing a figure emerging from the shadows. It was a woman, draped in tattered white raiment that seemed to blend seamlessly with the moonlight. Her eyes, hollow and cold, fixed upon me, and a smile tugged at her lips, a smile that sent shivers coursing down my spine. "You've played the song of the lost," she whispered, her voice like a distant echo. "And now, you shall be lost as well." Fear gripped me, but it was as though my feet were rooted to the ground. I tried to flee, but my body wouldn't respond. The woman's laughter was a chorus of ghostly whispers, and her hand reached out towards me, fingers like icy tendrils. With a sudden jolt, I was free from the paralysis, my survival instinct overriding the terror that had held me captive. I stumbled backwards, the flute slipping from my grasp and clattering onto the ground. The woman's expression twisted into one of fury, her form shifting and contorting as if she were made of smoke and shadows. The woods seemed to come alive around me, the trees swaying with a malevolent energy. Desperation fueled my movements as I raced through the woods, the chilling wind biting at my skin. Behind me, the woman's laughter grew louder, mingling with the dissonant notes of the flute that now played on its own accord. Branches reached out to grab at me, their touch icy and vengeful. My heart pounded in my chest, each beat a reminder that the woods themselves were conspiring against me. Panic clouded my mind, and I pushed forward, driven by a primal instinct to survive. Just as I thought my strength would fail me, I burst through the tree line and stumbled into the village, my breath ragged and my body trembling. The villagers gathered around a bonfire turned to look at me with a mix of concern and fear. I tried to explain the horrors I had witnessed, the malevolent melody and the vengeful woman, but my words seemed to fall on deaf ears. The village elder approached, his gaze piercing into my soul. "You've encountered the songstress of the woods," he said gravely. "A spirit that lures wanderers to their doom with her haunting melody. Few have escaped her clutches." That night, as I huddled by the bonfire, I could still hear the faint echoes of the melody, carried by the wind from the depths of the forest. It was a reminder that the line between the living and the supernatural was thin, and that the forgotten woods held secrets best left undisturbed.